We're making salmon tartare today, and in my salmon tartare I like to use some homemade pickled cucumbers. I use this is a Persian cucumber, some chives as well as some shiso. I have the shiso that just came out of my garden. So I'm going to cut this up, these delicious little leaves, and also I'm going to slice my cucumber. Use for that a little truffle slicer. Make sure that it's very thin. Quickly slice them. You can see how it comes out. Beautiful, and it goes very quickly. I'm going to do the whole thing. In a little bowl to put them in. And the shiso leaves, you can get those anywhere in the Japanese grocery store where they have fresh vegetables. Little shiso leaves finely, so they'll mix in, and they're very, very tender. So we're going to get a little bit of a topping done here. Absolutely. And we add that to the little cucumber. We have a little bottle of sushi vinegar with a little spice in it, and we'll pour that right on top. Adding in some chives to give it a bit of flavor, and actually I have the chives anyway. Here we have this ready. I'm going to add this already into my cucumber and let it marinate. Most of the time I use organic salmon or wild salmon. I slice off a piece and then make sure I take a turn so that the skin stays there. Okay, so we'll go another one, hold the piece down and then turn the knife and slide it over so you get the dark piece off. Yeah, and we go one more time. Alright, so we have 3 beautiful slices. The rest you can serve. You see I have the folded skin back in strips. Make sure if there's some dark meat left. Some people don't like the dark meat. Again, I have a very happy customer here who would like to eat the dark salmon. She's waiting now, and her name is Chibi. Chibi's always helping me in the kitchen. Slice it in strips, slice them in half. Make small pieces. I would suggest that you hold down the knife on this side here, and then while you're holding it, make movements back and forth. Oh, Chibi says, I'm right down here. I know that you have salmon on the board, and I'm so willing to try that for you. And if you like it very fine, that's good, or if you can do it a little more coarser. And here we are. See, it's almost, yeah, I would say it's done. Beautiful mixing bowl. We have lemons that are not so fresh and more for presentation. You can put that on the board and kind of marinate the board and clean it off with lemon. And then afterwards, when you really have time to clean it, you can use a little salt and hot water and rinse it off underneath the sink. But just wanted to mix my little pickles that you've seen me make before, the little pickles, and they are going to get squeezed so that the liquid will come out and not, yeah, you can hear the little squishing sound. Mix it in this bowl that I've rinsed out a little bit, so that will work better, I think. So you can see actually what I'm doing. I'm mixing it by hand because I'm in my home kitchen mode, and I'm mixing the cucumber with the salmon tartare. Clincher sound. And I'm adding in some wasabi tobiko. Wasabi tobiko is fly fish roe with wasabi, and it gives a very nice crunchy punch. Special dipping sauce made by the Dumpling Diva. And it has a spice already in it, and it has sesame oil, and usually I shake it a bit and then add it in, and I'll show you how to make a cucumber cup. So I have a Persian cucumber and I cut it off at the bottom. I would say you're going to kind of make an incision like that, another incision like that, and the last one. This is a kind of a big cup, but you see it produces a beautiful little cup. And I have some of the little shiso leaves right here with me that I can just line it with beautifully. I'm going to put some in this little cucumber cup, and then you'll see the finished product. And here we go. This is a little cucumber cup. Isn't it adorable? I think so. The salmon tartare cup with shiso. If you'd like to really go fancy, the wonton skin that I'm bringing you here is very thin. You see? Here I'm making the dumpling, and I have the square, and then what I do is I come in with my little filling, So there we go. Put the two together, hold them, that the weight falls in, and while you're holding it, it makes it so easy to kind of fold right back there, and then turn around the corner and do the other side. This is perfect. Perfect little dumpling. You could serve salmon tartare as a cup and a dumpling. We have the pan very hot. You'll see steaming, and you can hear the sizzling, which is always the welcoming sound of the kitchen. Actually, hoping in a minute, I'll let it sit for 1 second. I'm adding in some water to steam it. It'll create some splash. Wow! And that is where the magic is, because once evaporated, the top will be cooked nice and soft. The inside, because the salmon tartare is already cut in tiny pieces, will be perfectly cooked, and the bottom will be crunchy. Yes, I hear the water bubbly disappearing. I'm going to take a quick peek. See, it's almost done. You see how the water evaporates? That's what you need to see. And if you're worried that it's going to get too dark, you turn the heat in medium. They are perfectly cooked at the bottom. And I serve the dumplings with the crunchy side up. It stays crunchy longer that way, and it looks pretty as a presentation. And I'm dipping it in the sauce and lifting it up, and I'm almost there, so you can see that I eat my own food. Mmm. Mmm. Delicious.